Hello, my name is Paul. This is Middlewich Wharf, and this boat is coming on brokerage with us at Middlewich Wharf. It's Narrowboat Trefaldwyn. It's a 50-foot boat, a cruiser stern. The boat is very much a project boat. There are some things that need updating in there. It's perfectly pleasant though. There's lots of really good things that are already in situ. It needs a little bit of hull work. We'll take you through, give you a tour of the whole boat, and show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can then decide if this is a project boat that you would like to take on and restore.
So here we have Trefaldwyn. Good sized front deck, front door into the saloon, locker at the front on the well deck, and one to the bow there. Externally, the paintwork's in really good condition. I believe she's a 1970s boat. There's a few areas of touch up, such as around there. But the cabin work, the cabin steel work, and the condition of the paintwork, very respectable for a boat of its age. Coming over to the well deck, there is nice cruiser stern. For a 1970s boat, the lines on it are very straight, quite modern looking. Quite easily mistake it for something from the 90s, if you consider that modern. Coming on into the boat, we have a raw water cooled 3-cylinder Yanmar engine in the engine bay. Bear with me while we just take a little step down. There she is. She runs very nicely. Let's turn her on and hear her roar into life. Nice tidy control panel. Everything seems to light up as it should. Starts on the key first time. Like a happy little engine, really.
So sorry about the lack of engine rumbles on this bit. The sound cancelling thing to cancel out the wind on the microphone has taken everything out. However, you can see the engine spinning the propeller and everything working as it should, really.
And then just a pull to stop. So as far as the engine concerned, apart from crushing my toes without falling over in the wind, very pleasant thing in terms of the engine. No issues there that we're aware of.
Let's take a look inside. On the port side here we've got 2 bunk beds as we go into the rear cabin, and on the left a small child's bed or bench for sitting at through the day. Here's your engine control panels, dials, voltmeters, bilge pump switch, horn, etc. Which works, the most important bit, the horn. Got your engine control panel, as I said, starts on the key. So alternators kick in, rev counters working, all tickety-boo, and then we've got a pull cable to stop. Turn the key off. 12-volt control panel, Sterling inverter that turns off and on quite pleasantly. There's a Sterling battery charger hidden underneath the shelf there. Steps coming in, tiller arm as you'd expect, and on the left there, battery isolators conveniently located next to the steps. Moving on through, we've got a small heads or loo. There's a vanity unit, storage underneath, and some nice roses and castles. And on the opposite side, a pump out loo. Moving through, you've got what would maybe be your main cabin, which has got a sofa in, which is a click-clack sofa bed type design. Quite happily get a double bed in there, vanity unit on the other end. And the view from the opposite direction. In this room, if you look on the right hand side there, or the left hand side, the port of the boat, right as you're looking at the picture, there's a air vent there which is for a warm air diesel heater control mounted on the wall there, which circulates some warm air throughout this back end of the boat, where the multi-fuel stove in the next room possibly wouldn't get all the heat through, so keep you cozy in the winter. Galley and dinette, 12-volt fridge on the port, work surface and cupboards. You've got your multi-fuel stove on this side as well. L-shaped dinette. Often these will also convert into an extra double bed. And then the kitchen area, kitchen sink, oven and grill, Thetford oven and grill, and a 4-ring hob. Instant LPG gas hot water heater from a Morco D61B. So there are a few bits that are going to need some attention on the boat. The lining on the ceiling in the lounge and kitchen area is a little bit wibbly wobbly, and it's going to need like a paint or replacing, and then something new in there. Generally the boat is a little bit dated, could do with some modern decorating, but for a boat of its age it's usable. You could hop straight on and cruise around. It came here under its own power. Probably wondering where the shower is, as I've not shown you that yet. So just between the bedroom and the kitchen there is a shower room here behind these bifold doors, and that is just around the corner here. So for the money, pretty good buy. Small amount of hull work needed. The boat has been overplated to the sides, a little bit just above the waterline. I believe has been spotted that needs a little bit of attention when it was out of the water most recently. I'll include those pictures of when it was most recently out of the water, and a little walkthrough on the end of this video of the boat out of the water as well, if I can find it. So here is the video of a walkthrough of the boat out of the water. On the rubbing strake above the waterline, there's a small amount of corrosion that's been highlighted there. The bottom of the rubbing strake hasn't been welded all the way along, it has just been spot welded when the boat was made. It's a fairly common thing to come across, a boat not having been welded along the bottom of the rubbing strakes. So that's certainly something a purchaser may wish to get looked at. There are different spots of pitting on the overplating which could potentially be pit welded, so that's where you would take basically pool new weld material into the pits where they're found. The boat has not been blacked, so we would expect anybody that's purchasing the boat to get a survey, and it would be a bit counterproductive to have a surveyor take all the new blacking off to carry out an inspection. That's certainly something you can get done in our dry dock at Middlewich Wharf. Here you can see the edge where the hull sides meets the base plate, where you would be looking for an oversail, really, an overhang to protect the weld between the hull sides and the base plate. A common solution there is to weld on a new wear edge, just a strip down each side. Before committing to such a thing, though, it's probably worth getting the base plate measured. The anodes look like they're in good condition, quite a lot of life left in those. And then down this other side of the boat, you can just see some additional pitting on the overplating, which again has been done up to the waterline there, as you can see. Bit more of a chine on this edge, looking at that angle, than the other side. Certainly if you're going to get one side done, it's worth to get both sides done. And then back around to the bow, and again on the rubbing strake on the front of the boat, there's another area of corrosion underneath that rubbing strake. So there she is, that's Trefaldwyn. If you'd like to organise to come and see the boat in person, then please give us a ring. Our number's 0330 043 0547, or you can drop us a message through the website or online, or an email to hello@middlewichwharf.co.uk. If you know of anyone else that would be interested in this video, please feel free to like or share and post on your own social media. And if you've got any strong views about what you've seen, good or bad, please leave a comment. Please do get in touch if you'd like to arrange a viewing, or if you've got any interest in selling your own boat, we'd be happy to help and discuss that with you. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
So, moving on into the boat. Why is this stopped on me now? It's not even recording. Is it recording? Yeah, it's recording. Up there like